God is omnipresent. So today we have 8 participants with us. Very nice to see that. Let's start with today's topic from Geeta. I am going to share screen and Sneha, I am going to unmute you.
Yes. Can you hear me, Ansari? Is my voice audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So shall I start?
Yes. Shall I put the screen on, Sneha?
Yes, it will be nice. I cannot see the screen right now.
See now.
Yes. Thank you. Shall I start now?
Yes, ma'am.
Our today's topic is Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga and how they are complementary. Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga are not distinct but complementary to each other. Now, let's first look at the meanings of Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga. I'll read it out. Jnana Yoga is the spiritual path where reality is discovered through insight, practice, and knowledge. And now we'll see Jnana Yoga is made up of two words, Jnana and Yoga. We'll first see the individual meanings of that. Jnana is Atma Gyan, that is knowledge about self. Now, who is this self? We are all forms of God, right? So this self means a form of God. So we can conclude that Gyan is knowledge about God, right? And Yoga is the path which connects human beings to Gyan. Now Gyan Yoga is the path of self-realization. It's a path which connects human beings to God. And now what is Karma Yoga? Karma Yoga is the spiritual path of dedicated work, renouncing the results of our actions as well as a spiritual offering rather than holding the results for ourselves. Now, Karma Yoga is connecting to God through the medium of our actions. Now, how can we do that? Whatever deeds we are doing, whether good or bad deeds, we are all dedicating this to God. And that is what is Karma Yoga. Or else it is the normal karma which we do. We we have to accept that we are not the doer of our deeds. God is the only doer, and whatever we do, we are offering this to God. This is what Karma Yoga means. Doing our duties without attachment or doing our duties without selflessly is Karma Yoga. Now, when we say Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga are not distinct, they are complementary. Now, what does that complementary mean? When we take out a slice of pizza from the whole pizza, we can see one whole pizza without a slice and the slice itself. These are two parts. But when we again keep that piece near to it, we see the complete whole. These are two parts which complete each other. That is what the word complementary means. It means that Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga are complementary to each other. They complete each other. When we seek Sadguru's shelter, Jeev Bhav comes to an end and the feeling of spirituality takes birth. When we seek Sadguru's Gyan, when we seek the Brahma Gyan from our Sadguru, the Jeev Bhav. Now, what is Jeev Bhav? It is the feeling of the doer. We are not doing our deeds. God is the only one who is doing our deeds. Jeev Bhav comes to an end. The feeling of me, myself, I, all these words are thrown out of our life. Now, whoever is left is God, because we are all forms of God. And spiritual feeling, that is the feeling of self realization, takes birth. You were the form of God in all the Char Khand, but you still never found stability. Char Khand. Now, what is Char Khand? These are all forms of birth. There are four khans: Andaj, Jairaj, Setaj, Utkuj. Andaj is the birth from eggs, such as birds and chicks. Jairaj is birth from the womb, as in case of animals like humans, cows, or you can say mammals. Setaj is birth from moisture, sweat, dampness, like insects. And Utbuj is the birth from nature or earth, like trees, metals, all these have taken birth from nature. Now Sadhguru says that you were the form of God in all the charkhan, in any of your previous lives or whatever birth you have taken. You were the form of God, but you never found stability. You never realized that you are yourself a form of God. You always felt that yes, I am something, I am a body, I am something else, but you never found stability. You never got to know the truth that you are a form of God. Sadhguru vanished the difference between creature and the creator. Thus an eternal flame got illuminated. Sadhguru vanished the difference between the creator and the creature, because you know that you are a form of creator. Now, when we see a milk, take an example of milk. There are many milk products like curd, cream, cheese, solid form is cheese. There are many items made from milk. But the main ingredient used in it is milk, right? So similarly, the main the main over here is our creator, and we are all forms of our creator. Hence, Sadhguru vanished the difference between the creator and the creature. Sadhguru made you realize that you are not apart from the creator. You are a form of the creator, thus an eternal flame got illuminated. Now, what do you mean by eternal flame? Eternal flame is forever awakenedness. That is forever existing awakenedness. Now, what kind of awakenedness? The state where you have acknowledged the truth that you yourself are a form of God. Now, this truth can never be erased from your life. No one can erase it from your mind. This is forever awakened in your mind, right? Hence, Sadhguru gives it a metaphor of eternal flame, which is burning, which is illuminating in your mind. Whether you agree or not, you are that divine power. Yes, you are a divine power. As far as my eyes can see, as far as the world has spread, everything is a form of me. Now, all the charkhan, all the nature around us is a form of God. It's not just we, it's everybody else, each person in this world, even the whole world, everything is God around us. I am the formless, I am the formless one. The whole world is my embodied form. Yes. Whole world is a form of me because I am a form of God, and each person around us, each creature, each insect around us is a form of God. I am the formless one. The whole nature originated from me and is working on its own. Yes, even the nature is a form of God. Hence, we can say it is originated from us. Justice is a characteristic of Mother Nature. Yes, justice means righteousness. To be on time is its quality. Patience is its ornament. Now, what is be on time? When we look around us, the sun, the moon, they are never late. They are always on time. And the patience is its patience. Patience is its ornament. Now, what is an ornament? It enhances the look, right? So patience is what enhances the nature. You see trees growing, it takes many years, but the fruits are very sweet, as sweet, sabr ka phal meetha hota hai. Yes, patience is the best quality which you can take from nature. It has no beginning or end. It's nectarious, it's very sweet, it's spectacular, it's amazing. It's extremely beautiful and is full of motherly affection. Yes, it is full of motherly affection. It is full of motherly love. If one doesn't renounce the dirty rap of Jeev Bhav, if one does not give up the thievery and wickedness, if even after many of her indications one does doesn't realize the truth, if one doesn't stay in truth, Mother Nature is the donor of punishment too. When one doesn't give up Jeev Bhav and the feeling of the doer, that I am the doer. If one doesn't give up thievery and wickedness, bad deeds, or you can say bad thoughts and all, if even after many of our indications, you might have noticed many of the times whenever you are about to do something wrong or which is not right, there is somebody or the other to stop us around, whether it's nature, whether it's a mom, it's a family, there is somebody or the other stopping you from doing it, right? And there are many indications, whether you notice or do not notice, but there are many indications given to us by Mother Nature so that we can always be right. We can always stay on the path of right. It's not that we are not getting a chance of staying on the right path. It's not that these mistakes are not, stopped, but we always get some or the other indications around us. And somewhere in our minds also we realize that this whatever I am doing is wrong. You might have experienced it many times. If yeah, even after many of our indications, one doesn't realize the truth. If one doesn't stay in the truth, Mother Nature is the donor of punishment. Now doesn't stay in the truth. Now what is the truth over here? The truth over here is that we are the forms of God, and whenever you do something wrong, you hurt somebody or any bad deed if you have done, your own mind will be the first one to ask you whether are you a form of God? If you are, then why have you done this? Who told you to do this? Because you are a form of God, right? So you will never be able to stay in truth, right? And that is what Nemo one has said here, right? even after many indications, doesn't realize the truth. One is not able to stay in truth. Mother Nature is the donor of punishment too. Now see, if you are not able to stay in truth, okay, you have done bad deeds. Your mind has questioned you that you are not a form of God. Then Mother Nature has the whole right to punish you because you yourself have asked yourself that you are not, you are, yourself have told yourself that you are not a form of God. You have done this. So Mother Nature also has the right to punishment, right to give you punishment. Because the first line which we read in this paragraph was justice is a characteristic of Mother Nature. Though it's our mother who's always here to love us, but it will, and has the right to punish us also. In this manner, Jnana Yoga is proved after realizing the truth. Now, whenever you think that yes, I am a form of God, whatever I am doing, I am not responsible for this. God is the only responsible for all our deeds. Then naturally, whatever you think, your feelings will become Jnana Yoga, because we in the first line itself we had seen the meaning of Jnana Yoga. What is it? It is the path of self-realization. It is whatever thoughts we now have are of self realization. Once you acknowledge the truth, the one whose birth is divine, his karma would also be divine. After obtaining such a determination from Sadguru, a jigyasu becomes void from inside out. Now, there are four types of devotees: Artha, Arthati, Jigyasu, and Yati. The previous stage of Jnani is Jigyasu. Jigyasu comes from the word Jigyasa. Jigyasa is curiosity. The devotee who is curious to know about the real form of God is known as Jigyasu. Now, what this line has to say is the one whose birth is divine, his karma should also be divine in order if he has to live a divine life. After obtaining such a determination from Sadguru, a jigyasu becomes void. Now, once you know that I am the form of God, whatever deeds are done are by God, you become void from inside out. The same way Jigyasu becomes void. Now, what is void? Void is empty. Now, how can you become empty from inside out? Empty is having no stress, no thoughts, and nothing in your mind, because whatever you are doing is done by God. Even the past deeds are done by God. Even the future deeds will be done by God. Even the present deeds are done by God. Now, what tension do you have? You have no tension because God is always right, is always perfect, right? So your past was also perfect, your present is also perfect, your future is also perfect. Now you have no worries. You are void from inside as well as outside. You have no stress, no thoughts, nothing to worry about, because whatever deeds are done are by whoever is the doer is the God, right? You are not the doer. You have given up Jiv Bhav now. You have acknowledged the truth. Now you know that whatever will happen will always be right. For After obtaining such determination from Sadguru, a jigyasu becomes void from inside out. In that situation, one is not the doer, but the pace of the body is according to the essence of Mother Nature. Yes. Now once we have given up that I am not doing this thing, whatever is done by me is done by God. So whatever your deeds depend on Mother Nature. The speed of your deeds, your thoughts depend on Mother Nature and not on you, because you are not the doer. For a Jigyasu, desireless karma are those which are inspired by Satguru's speech. Now, once Sadguru has told you that you are not the doer, so whatever karmas you will do, you will not expect anything in return, because who is doing that? God is doing that. Who is gonna get results of this? God is gonna get results of. Who am I? I am just a medium of God to do things, right? This is what Sadhguru has to say. For a Jigyasu, desireless karma are those which are inspired by Sadhguru's speech. Yes, now desireless karma are those which are inspired by Sadhguru's speech. And that karma becomes his devotional offering for life, with, with which all senses remain satisfied and asset of life keeps growing. Whatever karma you do according to the will of Sadhguru's speech becomes a devotional offering, because you have given up that I am not doing this. Whatever deeds are done by God, and that is what becomes devotional offering to God, and all your senses become satisfied. Even if in case you do something wrong, you once you have acknowledged the truth that I am not the doer, so you have no worries, right? And hence all your senses, your mind is satisfied, and your life becomes very easy. It becomes very easy, and you feel satisfied within yourself, you feel content, you feel happy in whatever you do. With the feelings arise Jnana Yoga, and with life arises Karma Yoga. Both complement each other. Now, the feelings. First, we saw that Sadhguru changed our thoughts. Sadhguru told us the truth that we are a form of God. Now, whatever feelings we have are of God, right? We have become self-realized now. So the feelings, these feelings which we have, these positive, divine, nice feelings, arise Gyan Yoga, and all the deeds which we are doing according to our Satguru's will, according to our Satguru's speech, are desireless, and are devotional offerings to God. Hence, they become good deeds and arise karma yoga. And both these complement each other, them make make both of them complete. You cannot just do work without feelings, right? You have to have feelings. Whatever work you are doing, you do with feelings, and you cannot separate feelings from your deeds, right? So both of them are complementary to each other. This is what Lord Sri Krishna has told to identify the true essence of the division of gunas, that is satogun, tamogun, and rajogun, that is qualities and karmas, that the gunas are interacting mutually in a playful state. This is what Lord Sri Krishna has said in Gita, Bhagavad Gita, and Nima Bhagwan has explained it in so easy manner to us, and has gifted loads of knowledge to us. Yes.
It was very nice, Neha. Beautiful explanation. And I also loved all your examples that you gave, especially the one where you said that Mother Nature is liable to punish us. Like whenever we are about to do something wrong, we do get an indication that no, we are not supposed to do this. So instead of cribbing at that point, instead of crying and spoiling our mood and spoiling others' mood, that why you are not letting me do this, we should understand that Mama has not stopped, Papa has not stopped, or any ABC person has not stopped us. It's Mother Nature who has stopped us from doing this. So that was very nice. And now we have some glossary notes, like meanings of this chapter. So Sneha, you have already covered this, right, in between. I think Sneha has covered these meanings as and when she was reading, but I would quickly just go through this. I am going to focus only on two meanings. Okay, so here is Gyan Yog. Gyan Yog is the spiritual path where reality is discovered through insight, practice, and knowledge. Simple meaning of Gyan Yog, or I would say summary of what Sneha has beautifully explained us. It is that we learn. How do we learn? In a spiritual path. It's a spiritual path where reality is discovered. That is, we are learning. We are learning through what? Insight, practice, and knowledge. Like what we are getting now, knowledge. And we are going to follow it. So it would be into practice, and it automatically develops our insight. Like it fits into our mind. So that is Gyan Yoga, the learning part. You all remember Sneha told in the beginning that Gyan Yoga and Karma Yoga are complementary to each other. They complement each other. Like there is Gyan Yoga and there is Karma Yoga. And when they are together, it makes the running smooth. So, Gyan Yoga, we know basically it is learning, getting things into our mind. We learned about three gunas. We learned about the tattva, five fundamental elements of nature, and we learned about many things in the introduction of Gita also. So all this is learning. All the smarties children that are present and they are learning, they know three guna, they know five elements, they know emotions and how to handle emotions. So what is this happening here? Learning. All is going into your head. So learning is happening. That is Gyan Yoga, correct? And now the other part is Karma Yoga. What is Karma Yoga? Karma Yoga is spiritual path of dedicated work, renouncing the results. Okay, that I will cover later. So basically it is the spiritual part of dedicated work. We learned and then we will apply that learning into our work. So that's how it's going to run our vehicle. It's going to run our life. We learned and we will apply. We learned in Gyan Yoga and we will apply in Karma Yoga, and then we will work accordingly. Work means what? Not your homework, not your cleaning of your house, not your office work. Work means what? Like what we learned in Gyan Yoga. We learned how to handle emotions. So if we are controlling our thoughts, we know when to get angry and when to not get angry. And we know how to be happy and how to keep others happy. So we are working on what we learned. We learned emotions, right? So we are working on emotions, and that work is Karma Yoga. And we are working on three gunas that we learned. Or what beautiful examples Neha gave today. that we are not going to spoil our mood if someone stops us. So if we are going to work on it, that is karma yoga. So that's how learning and working go hand in hand. That's why it was there in the beginning only that Gyan Yoga and Karma Yoga complement each other. And Sneha gave a very nice example of pizza. So I know all our mouths started watering also, but it's okay. We will learn through this point that there is pizza and there is one slice of pizza. Pizza is not complete until and unless we put that slice back. So that's how she taught complementing what it is. So now you know, like that only, Gyan Yoga and Karma Yoga are not complete until and unless they are not together. So we are learning every Saturday in Kids Satsang, we are learning good insights, good teachings, and good experiences, but it's not complete until and unless you follow it. So I hope we all are following it. I hope we are keeping positive emotions at our home and at our mind also, in our mind also. And I hope you all are working. What was the second line? Renouncing the results of our actions as a spiritual offering rather than holding the results for ourselves. Renouncing means to let go. Let go the results. You try to make someone happy, but don't wait that this person got happy. Is he happier? Was he happier earlier, or he is happy because of me? No, this all is a waste of time. So we are not going to think about the results. What will my efforts bring for me? No. We just try to make someone happy and then renounce, let go, surrender the results. What was the other part? Let's see. Rather than holding the results for ourselves. Holding means like to keep it up to ourselves, to hold, basically. So instead of thinking over and over about the results, instead of spoiling the moment, we have to work on our insights and then let it go, let it surrender in front of God. So that's how Gyan Yoga and Karma Yoga go together. And I hope that was clear, but still Sneha has something to show you. Sneha, shall I open the flowchart?
Yes, yes.
Sneha, is it visible and clear?
Yes, yes, it's visible and clear.
Okay.
So I think some of you might have forgotten what I had explained. There's a short revision of it, whatever I have explained. Now, Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga are complementary. How? Under Sadhguru's shelter, first of all, Jeev Bhav comes to an end, feeling of spirituality takes birth. In all the Chan Khan, you never found stability, right? You never acknowledged the truth that you are the form of God. Secondly, Sadhguru made you realize that you are a form of God. You are now spiritually awakened. That is an eternal flame God illuminated. Third, nature originated from you. That is, since you are a form of God, nature is also a form of God, and that means since you are that is originated from you because both of you are the same are forms of God, works on its own. Justice is its character. characteristic. Therefore, if you do not give up jeev bhav, wickedness, bad deeds, etc., and do not stay in truth, then nature has all rights to punish too. After that, after obtaining such determination from Sadguru, one becomes void inside out, and since you are not the doer, karmas depend on nature. You become void, you have no stress now, everything is perfect because you are not the doer. Who is the doer? God is the doer. So your past deeds were also right, your present deeds are also right, your future is also right. And then finally, Jigyasu performs karma according to Sadguru's speech, and these karmas become devotional offerings. Because once you give up the feeling of the doer, all your karmas become devotional offerings. Now, since you have realized you are a form of God and you are not the doer, or not the doer, your thoughts, feelings of self realization arise within you. This is nothing but Yan Yoga. Your karmas, which are desireless and devotional offerings, become Karma Yoga. And hence, both of these complement each other, both of these complete each other.
Very well done, Sneha. You have beautifully explained and also gave us a very nice revision. So, anyone has any doubt regarding this, or shall we proceed? You can message if you have a doubt, and I have missed your raised hand. Okay. So now Riddhi is supposed to say something. Riddhi, I'm going to unmute you.
Yes. I am going to sing the bhajan.
Okay, you are going to sing the bhajan. Okay, then I will unmute you at the end. First, Yuvan will say something.
Actually, I'm saying some of the other ones written.
Yes, Yuvan.
Dada Bhagwan's written. Believe or not, believe it or not, you are God. Two, to see God is to be God. Four, see God within. 5, oh, I forgot actually 3. 3, my body is my horse. I am its rider. Now I'm doing 5. Be nothing, do nothing. People fall in love. We rise in love. 8. No, 7. Trouble it won't come if you won't invite it. Don't think with your mind. Surrender to God. 9. The only thing we have is to fear or is fear. 10. Time is more than money. 11. Be clean, not clever. 12.
Reformers
wanted it of themselves, not or others. Hope for the 13. hope for the best.
Be prepared.
Be prepared for the worst. How you must feel. You be
Thoughtless.
thoughtless,
Egoless.
egoless,
Self-
doubt,
Doubtless.
doubtless, selfless,
Effort.
effortless,
Action.
actionless,
Age.
ageless, thoughtless, thoughtless, desireless,
Fear.
fearless,
Birth.
birthless,
Fault.
faultless,
And
and not
non-possessive.
non-possessive. 15. Golden few no golden future is waiting for you. Hey Bhagwan, God is omnipresent.
God is omnipresent. Very nice, Yuvan. You shared lovely vachans of Dada Bhagwan. And my favorite vachan is hope for the best and be prepared for the
Didi, I also want. Didi, you are muted. Didi, you are muted.
Okay, I am muted. Sorry. Yes, Kavya.
Yes, Didi, I also want to sing 2 lines of bhajan.
2 lines of bhajan. Okay. Yes, Kavya, you can say.
Loud. मेरे मन में प्रभु अटल विश्वास हो, वो अंग संग है सदा, मुझे एहसास हो. God is omnipresent.
God is omnipresent. Very lovely bhajan, Kavya.
Thank you.
Okay, now I got it that I was muted and everyone has messaged me, but I didn't realize only that I was muted. So what I was talking about, I was telling that my favorite vachan of Dada Bhagwan from what Yuvan told us, it was hope for the best, but be prepared for the worst. So in that way, we are never ever feeling negative because we are hoping for the best. So there is positive emotions, there is energy, there is happiness, and but also we are alert from our mind, from our heart, that anything can happen. So when even if anything wrong happens, we are not sad, we are still happy because we were prepared already. So thank you, Dada Bhagwan ji, for giving us such priceless vachans. Yuvan has raised hand again. Yes, Yuvan.
I want to show some of the favorite
Okay, your favorite Vachan. Yes.
no, there is also my favorite Vachan and your favorite Vachan. Uh, First, I can see.
Oh, so you want to show how you have prepared the list of Dada Bhagwan's Vachans. That's very good,
Your
Yuan.
favorite Vachan?
My favorite Vachan is be nothing, do nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
So Yuvan's favorite Vachan is be nothing and do nothing. Yes. Very good. When we do nothing, then we focus on our aim and everything happens on its own. Right?
Yes.
Okay, now everyone has spoken, I guess. So I am going to unmute Arush.
Hello everyone. Hi Bhagwan. God is for me present.
Yuvan, you are still unmuted.
I want to just tell that I want to read the Gita. Let's start. भगवान क्या है? What is God? भगवान एक शक्ति है. वो शक्ति दिखाई नहीं देती पर महसूस कर सकती है. ये लाइन का मतलब है कि भगवान एक शक्ति है. वो कभी हमें दिखाई नहीं देती पर वो हमें फील करवाती है. उस शक्ति को कोई नाश नहीं कर सकता, उसको कोई बिगाड़ नहीं सकता. इसकी लाइन का मतलब है उसको कोई मिटा नहीं सकता, कोई चुरा नहीं सकता. वो शक्ति हमेशा है ही है, पहले भी थी, अब भी है, कल भी रहेगी. वह शक्ति बच्चे एक की रक्षा गर्भ में करती है, जन्म देता है, जीवन देते हैं, मृत्यु के समय सहायक भी देती है, संकट का समय आपके साथ देती है, खुशियों से देखकर आपको खुश भी रखती है, आपकी भी उन्नति करवाकर आपको ऐसा छूने तो कहती है. गिरते हो तो आपको गोद में संभाल लेती है. ये जो लाइन है कितना अच्छा बताया है. गिरते हो तो उठा भी लेती है, संभाल भी लेती है. इसका एक और मतलब है, ऐसा हमारे इधर सत्संग था तो मैंने यही गीता पढ़ी थी. तो उधर थोड़े लोगों ने बोला कि अगर तुम if God not do like this, if you are failed in the studies and you have to repeat the standard, the Dima Bhagwan and the Dada Bhagwan, Dadi Bhagwan, Lakshmi Bhagwan will always help you. Then I will continue my Gita. गिरने नहीं देती. इस शक्ति को महसूस करने ही भगवान है. ये शक्ति जो हम है वो हम महसूस करते हैं. जो शक्ति है भगवान की, जो शक्ति है उसे हम महसूस करते हैं. वो भगवान इसलिए तो बनाए गए हैं कि वो हमें शक्ति महसूस करवा सकते हैं. अभी मैं गीता पढ़ रहा हूँ, मुझे कितनी शक्ति आ रही अंदर से मैं आपको बता नहीं सकता. भगवान की प्राप्ति कहते हैं इस शक्ति में खड़े हो जाने से, स्थिर हो जाने, टूट जाने ही भगवान की प्राप्ति है. भगवान कैसा है? भगवान कैसा है? भगवान का कोई रूप, रंग या रचना कोई आकर नहीं है. भगवान निराकार है. तेरी शरीर में जो आंखें है उससे भगवान दिखाई नहीं देता। परंतु अगर किसको परंतु तो मतलब मालूम है तो वो पूछे, वो मुझे जवाब दे। और अगर किसी नहीं मालूम है तो मैं गीता के लास्ट में बोलूँ। परंतु अंधेरे की आंखें, अंधेरों अगर हमारे घर पे लाइट चली जाती है तो धीमा भगवान हमें बताते हैं। आए उस शक्ति जरूर तो निश्चय प्रेम करा जिंदगी में वरदान देते हैं। भगवान कहाँ रहते हैं? किधर है भगवान? नाश नाश में है, आपका खून में।
Arush,
ये दीदी
Arush, that was beautifully explained. The adhyay that you told right now. And since you are continuing with another topic, Bhagwan kahan rehte hai, so that you can explain in the next session, right?
दीदी, I want to show a photo of Dima Bhagwan in Gita. Can I show it, please?
Okay, at the end you can show. Oh, okay.
It says Dima Bhagwan. It is written one thing. पूजनीय सद्गुरु Shree Sharda Sharnam, and this is Dima. Thank you everyone for your love.
Thank you, Arush. Now I'm going to unmute Riddhi and we will conclude with Riddhi's bhajan. So,
Hey Bhagwan, God is omnipresent.
God is omnipresent.
I'll start. मेरे दादा की मुरली क्या है बोले, प्रेम प्रेम प्रेम। ये बांस की लकड़ी क्या है बोले, प्रेम प्रेम प्रेम। ये ज्ञान की मुरली क्या है बोले, प्रेम प्रेम प्रेम। मिली मानुष की है देही, इसकी कदर न जाने कोई। इस मनुष्य जन्म को कौन है पाए, प्रेम प्रेम प्रेम। मेरे दादा की मुरली क्या है बोले, प्रेम प्रेम प्रेम। चलो प्रेम नगर में प्यारे, सच्चा आनंद है गुरुद्वारे। प्यारे प्रभु की रचनाओं को कौन है पाए, प्रेम प्रेम प्रेम। मेरे दादा की मुरली क्या है बोले, प्रेम प्रेम प्रेम। जिसने प्रेम की माला पहनी है सतगुरु इसका साथी। इस मन की मुखड़ी को कौन है खोले, प्रेम प्रेम प्रेम। मेरे दादा की मुरली क्या है बोले, प्रेम प्रेम प्रेम। जो गुरु वचनों को ध्याए वो अंतर्मुख हो जाए। ऐसी सहज समाधि कौन सिखाए, प्रेम प्रेम प्रेम। मेरे दादा की मुरली क्या है बोले, प्रेम प्रेम प्रेम। जो प्रेम नगर में आए वो आनंद रस को पाए। इस आत्म पद पर कौन बिठाए, प्रेम प्रेम प्रेम। मेरे दादा की मुरली क्या है बोले, प्रेम प्रेम प्रेम। जो श्रद्धा से यहाँ आए वो ज्ञान गंगा में नहाए। वो सबको सिखाए मेरा दादा, प्रेम प्रेम प्रेम। मेरे दादा की मुरली क्या है बोले, प्रेम प्रेम प्रेम। ये बांस की लकड़ी क्या है बोले, प्रेम प्रेम प्रेम। ये ज्ञान की मुरली क्या है बोले, प्रेम प्रेम प्रेम। मेरे दादा की मुरली क्या है बोले, प्रेम प्रेम प्रेम। हे भगवान, गॉड इज omnipresent.
God is omnipresent. Beautiful bhajan, Riddhi. Thank you for that. Now, the last thing, we will all say mantra together. So I am going to share screen and also I am going to unmute all of you and we will just say mantra, repeat after me. and then we'll end the session.
Excuse me, Didi. Excuse me, Didi. Didi, I want to just tell 2 lines of bhajan after the mantra. So please can I tell it after the mantra?
Arush, we'll continue in next session because time is up already. And now join your hands and say mantra. Repeat after me. I am the form of happiness.
In the form of
I am
happiness.
the form of happiness.
I am the form of contentment.
I am the
I
form of
am the form of contentment.
I am the form of calmness.
I am the form of
Form
calmness.
of calmness.
I am the form of divine light.
I am the form of
The
divine.
form of divine light.
I am the form of God.
I am the form of God.
The form
I am the
God.
form of truth.
I am the form
I
of.
am the form of truth.
I am indestructible.
I am indestructible.
Indestructible.
I am the form of purity.
I am the
I
form
am
of
the form of
purity.
purity.
I am eternal.
I am
I
eternal.
am eternal.
I am immortal.
I am
I
immortal.
am immortal.
I can never be destroyed.
I can never
I
be
can
destroyed.
never be destroyed.
I am always spiritually awake.
I am always spiritually
Always
awake.
spiritually awake.
Om. God is omnipresent.
God is
God
present.
is omnipresent.
Thank you everyone for joining.
Excuse me, Didi.
God.
And we'll continue again with another session next week. Till then, God is omnipresent. Thank you.